Oh, that is strong.
Uh,
It is
All right.
aged
So we're
cheddar, horseradish, and bacon.
nice, dude.
oh yeah, that's right.
It smells just like horseradish.
I love
It's burning my
horseradish.
nostrils. It's like, what's up? Oh, we're live. Okay.
Oh, we're not. I didn't
Yeah,
say anything. I
Bumpy.
was like, hey,
Welcome back to the program.
That's all good, dude. Happy
Gonna give it to
National
the
Brew
dogs.
Day. Beer Day.
Yeah, cheers, everybody.
Nice. Much love, guys. All right, let's take a moment in silence and just think about beer. Okay. So, well, welcome everyone and everyone that has been here, and maybe you'll come back. Hopefully, really appreciate it. Hope you're all doing good tonight, today, wherever you're from in this world. And welcome to Beer and Cheese Tuesday with Bumpy Road Brewery and Miscellaneous Magnets. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate
Thanks
the
for having
support.
us on.
Not a problem. Thanks for having us on.
Cool. Hopefully, we had some good things that pair together well. Mine was a spur of the moment one, and Bumpy has an incredible story. Just kidding. And Miscellaneous, I'm hoping that yours goes very well together. Well, cool.
I'm hoping as well. Seems like it will.
Well, let's say hi to the chat here. I'll kind of go down. We just had Lucia D and Juggalo come in. John Brooks, man, you are an awesome dude. Thank you so much. Nathan T, much love, bro. And of course, Miscellaneous, hey, yo. Mayberry, how's it going? Cheryl Crawford, Lucia, Cheryl Crawford again. Hello. I just said your name. And G Money, what's up? All right. So we're ready to party, guys. Let's pair some cheese and beer together. How about it? All right, Bumpy, go ahead and take it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it different because what I have is this is from Yancey's Fancies. I did do a different cheese from them on this channel before. This one is horseradish and smoked bacon, and it is an aged cheddar cheese. What I was looking at for pairing, so I just said, hey, what would this pair well with? Because I've never had a cheese with horseradish or bacon in it. And they suggest an IPA. I wasn't going to pair it with an IPA. I was going to pair it with a brown ale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the cheese talk to me, and I'll pick out a beer after I taste the cheese. So it's got this lovely brown wax around the edge. You can see all the horseradish and bacon in it. And before I go on the smell, Beerman did mention I had a funny story. So I'm not sure how it's going to affect the cheese, but I picked this cheese up on my way home from work one night, and I didn't have enough hands to carry the cheese and everything else. So I threw it in my lunch bag. I forgot about it in my lunch bag. So it stayed in my unrefrigerated lunch bag overnight. And then I packed up my meal and everything for the next morning to go to work. And it stayed in my lunch bag all day long at work. And I went to put my water bottle into my lunch bag, and my water bottle started leaning. I'm like, that's funny. There's really nothing in my lunch bag anymore. Why is it leaning? The cheese was in there. So it stayed unrefrigerated for well over 30 hours. It was starting to melt. It got a little floppy. I did bring it home that night and throw it into the refrigerator. And now it's solid again. So hopefully this doesn't kill me, for one.
Roll of the dice.
And I don't know if it's going to affect anything with the flavors or how the cheese is. So I'm pretty much, I'm going to say it probably is not going to affect much of anything, because I think cheese is usually aged in like a cellar temperature anyways, which I think is usually around like 45 to 55 degrees or something. So anyway, we got the cheese. It has like a slight amount of that cheddar type smell. It's got a little bit of a sharpness. There's a ton of horseradish coming up in the aromas, and a little bit of that smoky bacon. So it smells exactly like what's in it. Um, take a bite. Mm. So there's actually little bits of bacon in there that are kind of chewy. I'm getting the bacon. Um, the cheese is coming through. Nice. It's not like a sharp cheddar. It's this cheese kind of has a richness to it. A little bit smooth. It's not like drying up my mouth. Um, and then there's just a little bite of that horseradish. So there's a spiciness to the tail end of this. I think buttery would be a good word for this one, actually. Kind of buttery in the texture and a little bit in the flavor as well. So it's like a buttery cheddar, smoky bacon bits, and a nice spicy horseradish at the tail end. It's almost like wasabi. We were talking about wasabi and cheese before, Beer Man. I think you were talking about that. This is actually starting to give me a little bit of sweat around my top cheek and eyebrow area. So it does have a good spice coming from the horseradish. What beer is going to go with this one? I think that I'm going to stick to kind of what they are saying. I think that a good IPA, because they did state that spicy horseradish or chili type notes will bring out the hoppiness in an IPA. So I'm not going to do an IPA. I'm going to do what's called a New Hampshire Pale Ale. I don't know the difference from a regular pale ale and a New Hampshire one, besides it's brewed in New Hampshire. So let me go ahead and grab a local. And pour it into a local glass. So this beer is called Space Pony NHPA, so New Hampshire Pale Ale. So I'm not going full on IPA with this. It's 5.5% ABV. Nope, 5.8% ABV. And it's brewed by the Flying Goose brewery and or brew pub and grill. If I just read what it said, it'd be easier than me just making things up. Brew pub and grill. They are out of New London, New Hampshire. So yeah, that's the can art in this. You got the freaking wide-eyed pony standing on like what looks like a moon or something out in the middle of space. So can't be the moon because that's maybe it's an asteroid. I don't know.
Love it.
We're gonna crack this one open. Give it a pour. It's my first time ever having this beer, so I have no um, information on what it's going to be like at all. This could be horrible, well, for all I know. Very fresh. It looks like it was canned on 3/30, so we're like what, a couple weeks old. Um, so it's got kind of a rocky white head, some small bubbles, medium ones mixed in. Coloration of the beer itself is a gold. Go with like a mid-range pale to deep gold coloration. It does have a little bit of a haziness to it, but if I look at it through light, I can see kind of blurry objects, but it's not straight up clear. But it's not a like New England IPA or New England style pale ale. The aromas, oh wow. So it's got a bit of a floral aroma to it with a little bit of a fruit. kind of citrusy. It's not coming off like an orange tangerine type deal, but definitely floral, and then kind of a citrusy fruit aroma. All right, let's go in for the first swig. So cheers. Malt bill on this one, bit on the grainy side with some little slight like white bread notes coming through on the malt. Bit of a floral to like an herbal, earthy touch in the hopping and the flavors. There is a bitterness that does linger on. It's not a harsh bitterness at all. As far as pale ale goes, this one almost goes into the IPA level of bittering. Um, but overall, very well balanced. Bottom end, kind of medium body, almost going to that light. It's got a little bit of a crispness to the mouthfeel with a little bit of a heft as well. So it's like either low end body, like light body, to medium body. It's like right there. They're rubbing, in a medium carbonation. Does do a little bit of a drying effect on the palate. So good tasting beer. First time ever having it. Cheese isn't bad either. So let's try to match these now. With the cheese and the beer together, it brings out more of the floral notes in the flavor. The cheese like gets rid of that kind of, like I said, herbal to earthy type tones from any of the hops in this out of the beer, and it just really kind of brings out the floral presence in the beer itself. Makes it a little more bright, and you still get like the bacon, the smoky bacon, and that kind of buttery cheddar taste out of the cheese. It definitely kills with the beer. Kills that kind of spice note from the horseradish, but you do have a little bit of that flavor still. It's just it's not as like potent on the spice note, so you kind of can taste the horseradish without having that kind of nostril hair burning sensation that goes on. So it does work. The spicier cheeses with the hoppy beer.
Awesome.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Oh, that sounds great, dude.
Right.
The bacon and the buttery and all that was starting to sound like stout or porter, and then I was like, with the pale though, it seemed to work well though with the I don't know, with everything. So it's kind
I'm
of
gonna
Well,
be
that's why I was
keeping my
thinking when
eye
I
out
like
for
first
that. They
got it. When
sell
I
that
first
cheese
got
down
this,
here.
I was thinking brown ale. I'm like, oh yeah, brown ale would go
right,
great with bacon,
which is what
smoking bacon brown
miscellaneous
ale. But
or
yeah,
no, you
no,
said
this works great with.
porter. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool,
All
man.
right.
Well, miscellaneous, what you got for us?
All right, guys. So cheese. I've got some Edam cheese. It's made in the Netherlands first made in the Netherlands out of the town Edam, so that's where it gets its name. Let me see here. The flavor is mild, salty, nutty in the early stages and gets sharper with time. Um, Other than that, this is either made from cows or goat's milk. did not specify on the packaging. Semi-hard cheese. But let me see. Yeah, and the beer that I got is from Laughing Dog Brewery out of Idaho. Ponderay, Idaho. This is a pecan porter, 9% APV in 2007. This brought home the gold medal at the North American Beer Awards. Just noticed that on the can. 9%. It's a little high APV, but that's all right. I haven't had a beer yet, so this will get the night kicking. Not a lot of can art. I'm hoping to. This was scored fairly high on Beer Advocate at a 90, which gave it an outstanding rating. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, it's better than the other one I tried, because that one was terrible. Perfect. Very nice. Oh man, looks great. Very dark. Let's say it's opaque. You definitely can't see through it. I'm getting a little red, roasty caramel at the bottom of the glass. Just a small hint of color coming through. Very tight, close bubbles, man. It's got a really nice head. Seems like a sticky beer. Let's go for the nose. Definitely hits pecans right on the head. It's almost got like a smells like the pie, like a pecan pie. It's like crusty. It's almost got like a mapley in this smell coming out of it. Man, this smells awesome. Yeah, off Cocoa Head. Anyways, let's get past that. Taste this thing out. Wow, this is really good. Pecan flavor is very strong in this beer. Comes out a lot. It is sweet, malty. From what I read, this is supposed to be more of a desserty type of beer. Not as sweet as I had imagined. It's got some legs to it. Definitely a full-bodied beer. This thing is sticky, rosiny. It's all over the palate and your teeth. So yeah, let's go ahead and try it with the Edam cheese. It's supposed to have a real salty punch. This is like Gouda, except it doesn't get a sweet, smoother finish. This is supposed to have like a really salty, pungent bite to it. So that beer is awesome, though. Cheese itself actually does have a rich nuttiness to it. Definitely salty. I think maybe if I left this out and let it age a little bit, it would be a lot sharper. But good so far. Let's go ahead and mix them up. They didn't play so nice together. I mean, it's not bad. They kind of just amplified the taste of the beer. I mean, brought out more nuttiness. It made it more rich, a little buttery. Pretty good overall. I'm going back in for one more. Was not happy with that. All right. So the cheese definitely toned down the sweetness of the beer. Um, After you let it sit on the palate, you get the saltiness is coming out, and it's going against the sweet, which is really good. I like it. It's a nice play on the salty sweet deal. So not bad at all. Maybe it might have went better with a fruity cheese. Might have went better with like a fruity beer, but I'm still content. Cheers.
Nice, man. Cool.
Cheers.
Sounds good. And on. Well, that beer sounded pretty fucking good.
This tastes exactly like a pecan pie. Because on that other, what was it? It was Mardi Gras. I did that pecan beer, and I was totally disappointed. And
Right.
this hits it right on the money, man. You could smell it. It's like it smells like a fresh fucking pecan pie.
Wow. Nice.
Just like a Floridian, he's used both terminologies, East Coast and West
Pecan.
Coast. Yeah, I say pecan.
Yeah, I say pecan. Yeah, I would say pecan.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just
Catch me in the moment.
Yeah.
So each coast we use pecan. So it must be the mid
Yeah.
section they use pecan. I think that's like a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania type.
Pecan.
You start using pecan.
I got a pecan pie. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It almost sounds Wisconsin, or like Chicago.
Don't even get started on the apricot.
Oh, dude. All right, we better go back. We got some people that have run through here. I'm just going to run through you. How about that? Some Fish for Fish. What's up, man? Saucy, thanks for being here. Artie Zombie and Lucia D, Miscellaneous Magnets. I mean, well, you too, but I mean, I can be a Juggalo. Some Fish Arcade, what's up, man? Making lemonade. How you doing, lemonade? And Drunken One, of course. What's up, brother? Right on. Well, cool, man. This has been good. This has been good. You guys have had some good sounding beers and cheeses. Interesting cheeses, if anything. So that's cool. That's good. Thank you. So my beer, I put it in the freezer for like 10 minutes, so it feels colder. It's an IPA, so I wanted to serve it as cold as I could possibly. Well, not super cold, but I'll go and start with the cheese. It's the Skellig by Kerrygold. It's a sweet cheddar from Ireland. It's all ripped up because I ate some of it last week, like Forrest Gump style on the chocolate, dude. I ate some. Hold on, my shit went all blurry. Oh, come on!
High five!
High five! Come on! High five! That sounds like Borat.
So social distancing high fiving.
Scratching the itch. What's going on? Oh, I got lightheaded. Scratching the itch. What's up, man? How you doing? All right. But this is a good cheese. It's good. It's imported, from Ireland. They don't really give. I was kind of looking. You'll love how tasty your favorite cheese dishes are when you make them with Kerrygold. Skellig sweet cheddar. This slightly sweet cheese is made from low-fat milk from grass-fed cows for extra flavor. With no sugar and a high protein content, you can feel good about snacking on this delectable cheese on its own or in your cooking. Yeah, so I don't know, no sugar, made with low-fat milk, all nature cheese made with milk from grass-fed cows. God, that sounded like a poem or a rap. Cool. So let's taste the. I didn't do. Did we taste the beer or the cheese first? I forgot. Is it beer?
You do
Yeah, I'll
whatever
do
you
beer.
want to do.
Maybe. Yeah, let's do beer.
It's your channel.
Let's do beer first. All right. So.
Yeah.
Well. So this is a new one that my bottle shop that I go. They finally got some stuff in from North Carolina, which I was from Asheville, North Carolina, to be more exact there. This is this Surf War by Burial Beer Company. Surf Wax India Pale Ale. They had 3 of them at our bottle shop, and I picked this one. They got this also on the other side with a little eel going through it, and I think it's a 6.8. Where are you? Yeah, here we go. 6.8%. Says to serve it at 50, so we're all right. 65 IBUs. It sounds pretty balanced. Sounds kind of like a West Coast IPA to me, but just by the numbers, right? I don't know. That sounds very, and they're going by the surfing kind of thing and all that, the theme and thing and theme. It's should I don't know. I'm thinking Northwest, West Coast. Yeah, we'll go there. So let's open that up. Do we have a date? Is the question. Yeah, this is very fresh. March 23rd, 2020. Couldn't be more fresher.
I'm busy on that date. Sorry, Beer Man.
Oh man. So yeah, it definitely looks like a West Coaster. It has a very nice look to it. I love it already. So we have 2 fingers of head here. Let's smell it. It's like candy sweet. A little orange, a little peach. A little mango, a little pineapple. It's kind of sweet, Pez candy-like smelling. It has like a lemon, has a orange, it has all these it's like a tropical basket, like a juice basket, and it looks hazy. This looks very hazy. Maybe it's a West Coast hazy. So we have we had about a finger head, so it kind of the retention went down a little bit, not too bad. Lacing on the glass looks nice. It's a pretty firm and together head. It's really nice. Everything is looking real delicate and perfect. More little bubbles than big bubbles. We have a lemon-like color with a haze that is opaque. You can barely see the shadow of my hand. And a white head. We have a medium to fast rising bubble. There's nothing inside of it floating around. No, nothing drifting. Just looks murky, like a swamp. Let's drink. Oh, like lemon, mango, guava, orange. Just a fruit basket. And it's punchy. It starts out like real nice. You don't get the carbonation, you get that sweet, smooth kind of niceness, and it just throws it back into this punchy expression of Fruit Loops. Like when you open a box of Fruit Loops, going for the dive in your hand and takes them down. It's very Fruit Loopy. There's a new one for y'all. Legs look nice. Everything's beautiful. This is a beautiful beer that tastes very good. Kind of spritzy on the tongue at first, but it rocks your palate and tongue with all these fruits and citruses, lemons, oranges, peach, mango, papaya, guava, all these weird, funky shit things going on in this beer. It tastes like Fruit Loops when you mix all the fruits together. Maybe even a little lime in there, a little small pinch of lime, maybe a tight pinch of pine in the finish with a dry and a slight piney finish. It definitely has a West Coast appeal to it. With that haze, it rocks. Okay, so let's get this. We got a sweet cheddar. Very good beer. Kind of a hard cheese. Well, it's cheddar, It's kind of like a sharp cheddar. It's a sharper cheddar. It's sweet though. It's got a sweet, crunchy outer lining. Like it's kind of crunchy, the crystally. Oh, it's got a real nice powdery feel in the back of the throat. Like this weird lathering, crunchy feel, like that sweetness and that salty cheddar. Like a white cheddar. It's awesome. It's very good. Finishes off really good down your throat. Let's try some with the beer. Kind of brought out kind of a nutty appeal to it. Saltiness is still there. It's not the sweetness blended in with the. If I close my eyes anymore, I'm gonna look like Gilbert Godfrey. I got little tiny Scottish eyes and big, huge eyebrows. God
I
only
wish
knows
I had a Gilbert Godfrey impersonation.
I forgot how that guy acted. It goes really good. I need another bite though. Hold on. This crunchy cheese is nice, but the sweetness blends in with that. The bitterness of the hoppy bitterness, the kind of a fruity, more of a fruity, floral like hoppiness in the beer. A bitter finish. It really blends well with the cheese. That sounds like aliens.
Whoa.
This cheese really blends well. It doesn't really take apart from the cheese or the beer. So you can still taste both things, and they're both equally very good cheese and beer. So they kind of rock together. They're kind of like hover like magnets, and they don't blend well. They blend, but they don't like go together. They're just like one or the other. But it does take the sweet. It works well with the sweetness, the hops the cheese and the sweet, like the sweetness of the beer and the sweetness of the cheese, kind of go really well together. But really nice, cool. I'm done. Cheers. This was awesome.
Oh, please stop.
That sounds like
I love Gilbert Godfrey,
That was
man.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh, it was.
Oh, please sit down.
He's an awesome comedian, man. His stand-up is off the chain.
War of the Worlds. Nice, dude. Welcome, Ron. How you doing, Ron? John Brooks. Welcome. Right on, scratching the itch. We got scratching the itch. I did the California raisin once, and I got light-headed and fell over. Yeah, California raisin. Is that a dance?
I'm not sure.
I'm not
I
sure.
remember the California raisins.
Now you got me looking this shit up. California raisin.
Yeah, I think they had to get rid of them because
California
it was
raisins. They were like
bit
the raisin
racist.
dudes. And like do like
They were like played jazz.
they would do.
They were yeah.
It is a dance. Yeah, it's a dance. Well, shoot, man.
Well, they were all spokespersons for like raisins.
Back
in the
busy
80s.
doing it. Damn, that was a long time ago, dude. Damn. Holy moly. I really feel old now. Well, all right. All right, Bumpy. So what you got? Let's talk about our conglomeration of awesomeness.
I think this is the first time, and I've been working on this damn score for this thing. This is gonna be like an oddball. It's gonna be so like hard to come up with those numbers. It's so weird. But how often do I still have a big freaking hunk of cheese left over by the time it comes to scoring the damn cheese? Be like an absolute avid horseradish lover. Find this cheese like super palatable by itself. It's interesting. It's fun. I can't even get to my dogs because of horseradish. I think that is something they can't eat. The wife told me, no, dogs. So I said, okay, well. So there's no dog if they approve of it or not. I'm sure they would. They'd probably eat the shit out of this. But yeah, this cheese is a difficult one. Eating it by itself, no. I'd say this is probably more of a cheese, like if you're gonna like burgers, something like that. It has to have, unless you just love the taste of like the horseradish. So I think overall for the cheese, I'm like at it like an 84 out of 100 for that.
Not
The
bad.
beer, decent by itself. The beer was decent by itself for being a pale ale. Has some decent flavors coming through. Probably like a 92 out of 100 on the pale ale here from the Flying Goose. The Flying Goose.
That's awesome.
Space Pony, New Hampshire Pale Ale. So yeah, like a 92 on that. The combination of them together, they worked. Like I said, kind of canceled out some of the harsher horseradish burn with the beer, made the cheese better. But I mean, you had to like eat the cheese and drink beer. It wasn't like eat some cheese and then drink some beer later on. No, you have to do it together for this to work. And then also what it did for the beer was it took out some of those kind of earthier tones, maybe from the horseradish being so like kind of like super spicy and kind of down to earth as well. It just kind of took out that, canceled out the earthiness from the hops in this brew, and it kind of focused more on the floral notes, making it more, like I said, kind of like a brighter poppiness to the pale ale, which I like. I like floral stuff like that. Kind of get when it comes down to like the earthy tones and stuff. It's like sometimes it work, but it's something that you always want to just go back and drink. Sometimes it just starting to taste so drab, It's like being down to earth just sucks. I want space. So I think the combination of them, I think it worked so well. It's gonna make the combo of the horseradish and smoked bacon, aged cheddar cheese, and the New Hampshire Pale Ale, but just any pale ale would do. Probably more on the American side though, because you're not just going to want like a totally earthed out pale ale like you might find in like a British style. But I'm gonna say the pairing is 93.
Dang, that's all right.
That's a good score.
It is, man. And the pale's a good.
Yeah,
there's always a good.
It was a straight line, but I took a detour on that one and just went all the way around and took a little bit of time, but you got some scenic views.
Scenic.
I'm not gonna finish the cheese tonight either, just so you folks know. I'm done. I'm cheesed out right now.
Too much bacon and horseradish in that.
Way too much work.
Awesome, thanks, man.
The bacon would be fine.
Yeah, I like bacon. It's good. All right, miscellaneous. Thanks, Bumpy, man. Appreciate it. That was great. 93. Right. Cool.
Oh, yeah. So, note on the beer. It's been out, breathing, it's warmed up a bit. This is lost its pecan, wherever you're from. Don't hate me. I say it both ways. This has a very barrel-esque smell coming out of it. Like it is not a barrel aged at all, but man, it is Definitely got some woody, roasty barrel notes coming out of it now. Still like it. Still good. The beer by itself, um, ice cold, very great beer. Would recommend this to anybody to try. So I'm gonna give it a. I'll give it a perfect score. 100 out of 100, 5 out of 5, and
Awesome.
it's really good. So cheese. The cheese was good. I don't know if this was the greatest pairing to do, but like I said, the saltiness of the cheese definitely cut down on the sweetness of the beer off the get-go. Not too bad. The cheese by itself, I guess I would score it at a. It's a 90. I mean, it's a good cheese. I would
Nice.
definitely purchase it again. So moving on to putting them together, it was okay. Wasn't a home run. I'm gonna stick at I don't know 83 together.
Together, that's not bad though. That's still
Wasn't
a good
bad.
one.
Wasn't great. Like I said, I think maybe if this cheese aged a little bit more, might be where it's at. But what are you
Nice.
gonna do? I'm still eating it.
Well, no, that's a good score, man. I mean, you gotta blend it up with what you taste, from both. So it's, I mean, it's still gotta be, So cool. Well, thank you. Mine was good. The beer was excellent. It had a very, very awesome fruity approach to it, and just a fruit loop basket kind of approach. I loved it. I thought it was great. The finish was great. The color was great. Everything about it was wonderful. It gets a 5 in my opinion. I know that's a high score, but 2 thumbs up for sure. The cheese, I've been nibbing on it all week. It's great. I'd buy it again. I'd buy both of these again and again and again. 5 all across the panel. 5 but not. Hold on. Together, not together. Together, I'm going to give it more of a. I'll probably give it a 4.25. I wish that the cheese would have gone in more with it. I wish that I could have gotten more of a blend that would have allowed me to be able to taste both of them together and really understand both worlds mixed together. It was more like cheese beer. Like I said, it didn't really go like that, but it was good. Cheddar is good with IPAs. They do work well. It would be suggested to go get that hors d'oeuvre with cheddar on it and drink your IPA and have that instead of a piece of grape leaf with rice. Maybe that goes good with the IPA. I don't know, but cheddar always goes good with an IPA, in my opinion. So the sweetness really blended well with the hoppiness and the fruitiness. It was really nice. But yeah, 4.25. I said, yeah, right on. Not bad.
Nice.
Cheers. Well, cool, man.
Cheers.
That was a great little show there. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
It was definitely interesting. Oh,
Interesting.
bubble gut. I'll be back.
Yeah.
It's the cheese hitting.
Oh no, dude. He's playing. I'll have it before the end of the night here eventually, right? I mean, that bubble gut sucks, dude. It's like a blister gut, dude. Like, bam, it doesn't go down, dude. Oh man, dude. So we got. Oh wait, what? Where's Drewski? Drewski. That's not.
Oh, yeah. I felt offended at first. I thought they were. Yeah. I guess we were talking about miscellaneous there being Drewski. I thought they meant me at first because I was animated. Oh my god, dude.
I'm
I
not
certainly
Jersey.
am not. I mean, I can get into position, but I'm not the same guy.
I am not. I'm not Drewski. Yeah. No, none of us are, man.
It's crazy. Tony Robb says he's never seen me before, huh? You must not have been here too often.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. He's heard so much about Drewski that he's like just going. He's going live stream to live stream trying to find Drewski. It's like the big Drewski Brewski instead of the big Lebowski or whatever.
The Big Lebowski. That's great. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shoot, man. What I know sometimes I get an annoying voice. My voice gets really high. I hate listening to my voice when I look back at my videos. But yeah. So go ahead and shout out. Do your shout outs and let everyone know what's going on. And Bumpy, of course, the voting for Multi Monday. All that stuff. Yeah, definitely bring up that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, shout it out, guys. Go for it.
All right. Well, I'll say this. I don't always eat cheese, but when I do it on Beer Man.
Yeah.
So, Multi Mondays. I got this live feed. It's the only live show I really ever do. It's on Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to start. I have a panel. Pretty much anybody's welcome in the panel as long as you have the beer that we are going to be, or the beer style, I should say, that we're and B, I mean, you can't just come in there and be rude and crude and vile and expect to stay. You know what I mean? But it's try to keep it semi professional for the most part. Have a little bit of fun, but it's about learning different styles, going through the BJCP, getting some history and stuff like that. Another panel member that's been joining is great on history. So we have Anthony from Life is Brutal. So he's been giving us some great history notes because he's a big history buff on that. So, and then we just all drink the style of beer and talk about whatever we brought. And if you kind of retain anything that was mentioned at the beginning of the stream and kind of put towards what we're talking about. Some of them may hit the style right on, some of them may not, but I think it's just a good way to get through different beer styles. A lot of people don't go, out of their comfort zone. They find something they like, and they don't even know about these different styles. And sometimes that's all it takes is just a little push, like, "Hey, try this sour," and somebody will be like, "Oh wow, sours are good." So you open up somebody, to a whole beer world.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's my biggest thing going on my channel besides my regular outputs of videos I put through Tuesday through Friday. I put out my edited beer tasting videos, and if I ever start homebrewing again,
Nice.
there might be some homebrews coming up.
Well, you got great videos, man. Your edited videos are great. I like looking at all the styles I can't get down over here.
Right.
I'm gonna have to hit you up. No, no, but no, that's cool. Awesome, man.
Well, depending on how long this COVID thing goes, who knows? Maybe
Right.
the brewers are going to have to make some the money somehow, and they might start distributing all over the United States.
Right. Well, I still want to get Treehouse. Even my own bottle shop guy was like, "Dude, I would love to get Treehouse. I would love to get." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess they don't come here, so yeah, there's nothing I can do about it." But
so you never had Treehouse?
Never had Treehouse. Never had the other one.
Well, my damn sleeves.
No. What's the other one?
Trillium.
Trillium.
I've been hearing good things
and the
about
Alchemist.
Backyard's another one that you had mentioned was really good. So
Yeah, they might actually be distributing throughout the U.S. They're just
are
working
they?
out the final kinks on the legal stuff.
Oh,
But if you go on their website, they're doing phone orders, and you might actually be able to purchase backyard beers.
ship
Which
to me.
April 10th they have more new cans coming out. They're gonna have Super Swipe, which is their double IPA swipe right. Um,
Oh,
and
nice.
and that's really good. And they also have their
Swipe
Country
right.
Grammar, which is key lime pie sour ale. It tastes
Ooh,
just like a key lime pie. It's got the graham cracker and everything in there. It's
wow.
really good. So,
Oh
yeah,
man.
check out their website and see about placing an order. If you call them, just it should have a phone number on their site. Give them a call, ask for Marcus, and just ask for all the details on how it all works. See if they
Right on.
have the kinks worked out yet, because they were already supposed to start shipping. But
Right.
there's all these stupid laws in place, like I can't ship
Right.
alcohol across border.
That's
So
where you. That's
it's
where you were with with craft beer pours. You went there right and got lunch. Yeah.
right, yeah. We ate out in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
Yeah. That's
It's great.
cool, man.
Drank some beers, drove home.
Do you know the brewers there then too? Are you familiar?
Yeah,
Friends
yeah. I've
with them,
met
or-
the head brewer's name is Paul.
Nice.
Their second head, like their backup brewer, is named Paul. Uh, so I asked him, because I am a home brewer. I said, "Hey, how do you go about becoming a brewer here?" And they're like, "Basically, you have to be named Paul." So my name is
I
Jesse.
guess
So
middle Fritz right in there.
Yeah. I am now Paul. That's funny, dude. Oh boy. Well, well, cool, man.
that's enough of my. I've taken up too much time on
Oh, you're
the
a
shout outs
handful,
and
man. You're great.
weird New
Dude.
Hampshire stuff. But
Miscellaneous, man. I know you can talk over there having a cigarette.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah, tell us.
Not too
shout out.
much going on my end. I'm due to these stay-at-home laws that are in effect. They pretty much shut my channel down. I can't go out. I can't shoot videos. I can't. It's against the law, but people can go fishing and they can ride their bicycles, but I'm not allowed to go do what I'm doing apparently. So I did get a big giant COVID-19 beer stash. If you guys haven't checked that out, you can go stop by my page and look at that. And I think I'm probably just gonna start doing some beer reviews to pass the time. And that's pretty much it.
Nice. Good. We've converted you so far to beer hood. You're a beer reviewer now. For the time being. What is this? Well, cool, man. That is something crazy. Look at that art, dude.
Oh, it's an ass. Oh shit.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
from
Bad
Pipe Dream
ass.
Brewing. This one's called Strawberry Blonde. So some
Damn.
chick getting tattoos on her
That's
lower
literally
quarters.
badass.
Easter there.
Hell yeah, I love that. That's great can art, man. Wow. Well, cool, man. Yeah, check out Bumpy Road Brewery and Miscellaneous Magnets if you haven't already. Miscellaneous is going to be Bumpy Roads does some real righteous reviews, very thorough, and he really gets to show you exactly what that beer. You tell you exactly what that beer is all about. He does a really good job with it. And
Well, as Drunken One stated in the comments, I just make it up as I go along, which yes, I do, because most of the beers I've never had before. So
we all
just make
do.
it up as I go.
We all kind
I just basically state out what I'm talking about. Like this one does have actually a strawberry, like if you took some strawberries, some frozen strawberries, and
Wow.
blended them up. It's got
Yummy.
kind of that strawberry aroma to it. But
Yummy. That's
Beer
cool.
Man, you gonna shout out your own?
Oh no, and Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Thank you, man. No, please check out him too as well. He's gonna be doing some beer reviews, so I'm very happy about that. His stash is awesome. Check out his last video. I mean, he went off the hook, got stuff again I can't get. Well, some of it maybe, I don't know. But
yeah, what'd you do? You spent 300 something bucks or something like
wow.
that on all your
Yeah.
beers. So we'll be looking forward to some beer videos on miscellaneous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to go out too much anymore.
Well.
It's getting crazy.
A little wild. Yeah.
So
More and more masks on people's faces and this and that. But yeah, I still go out. I probably should wear one. But yeah. So as far as my channel goes, I kind of switched it up. I took pot off my channel because I wanted to focus right into the beer world. I did not want. It was kind of where I was when I first started. So I'm kind of back to that again. I have another channel, Treeswiz, TreezWiz, if you want to catch any pot reviews. I haven't, it's been a while, well, the last 2 weeks ago. But I have things scheduled on my About page. You can see it. I also added in Bumpy's Monday and Multi Monday, and then I added in Food Friday as well with Alex Beermaster, just because I want to try and be there every week if I can help it. And then my own things, I've got Tuesday beer and cheese. I've got Wednesday, let's make a recipe and have a beer with that style that I was making on Beersmith using that program. And then Thursday is jerky and beer pairing. Friday is Alex the Beer Master. Monday, of course, is Multi Monday with Bumpy. And then we have Saturday, which is brewery tribute night. Especially, it's a good thing right now because a lot of these breweries are shutting down, and a lot of them aren't probably going to make it. So we need to keep supporting, keeping them going. If we love beer and we love our taverns, then we need to keep going there so we can keep them going and continue to have fun there in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So brewery tribute
and
nights,
also your local craft beer stores as well. That
as well,
yeah,
bottle
because
shops,
they're the ones that they're gonna have. Yeah, they're gonna have a bunch of the local brews as long. Also breweries from outside of the state and the country as well.
Right.
But if they have a local brewery in the craft beer store, guess what? Brewery made money giving it to the craft beer store, and then the craft beer store makes money selling it to you. Everybody makes out. So it's
Everyone
a good
makes
chain to
out.
go.
Nice. I love it. And I forgot. See, I forgot my schedule. Oh, yeah, it's beer talk. I started a new one on Sunday called Beer Talk. I'll talk about anything. Last week was about how I review beers and how some of the things are looked at by BJCP, this, that, how they review beers, how the judges do their thing. But this week, I think I'm going to do hop talk. We'll talk about a bunch of different hops and their characteristics and kind of get to learn every hop and most of them, how they work with certain beers, this, that. And then we'll continue every Wednesday. We'll have a different topic. And I do miss Anthony. I wish he was here. It would be great to have him. He's a great dude, very full of information and education, and I love it. Very glad that you, Bumpy introduced us to him. He's awesome. So thank you, Bumpy. Miscellaneous, you are righteous as hell. I love you, brother.
I can't take the credit for Anthony. Anthony's his own animal. But.
Yeah, he's his own animal. He is. And but he's cool. He's a gentle dude, and he loves people. He loves being on these lives and talking to people about beer, and you can see it. So and I think all of us do. So beer is an awesome. I've been into it for a long time. I'm sure all of you have as well. It's one of those things you just can't shake. As a man or a woman. My wife drinks stouts, oatmeal vanilla stout Otis all the time. She loves it. It's the only kind I like, but she'll have her porter. She likes her darker beers.
See if she'll join a stout Sunday.
I would love that.
Sunday with John and Nelly.
She's so camera shy though, and that's the problem. Like that's the only issue. So it may never happen. But she loves them. So That is early, isn't it? Tell us about that real quick. When does that?
Well, Stout Sundays, for the most part, it's John and Ellie. It's on his channel, Georgia Beer Reviews, John and Ellie. He's going by John and Ellie now, but I think if you search YouTube for Georgia Beer Reviews, you're still going to find John and Ellie. So every Sunday, for the most part, it's going to be on his channel. When he can't be there, there's certain happenings that happen in life. He can't do it, but it will usually be passed off to somebody else. So I think if you just go on and look for like Stout Sundays live stream, if you can't find it on his channel, it'll probably pop up with whoever's doing it. But it's 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, AM. 10:30 a.m. So 10:30 in the morning.
Wow,
On
7:30
Sunday.
for me.
Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, so
I could figure that out, though.
and it's bring basically whatever he allows porters as well. So
nice. I'm gonna have to make one of those one day.
join up. He does a live panel. Drink along.
Nice.
Stay in the chat and drink along as well, or just watch everybody else drink really early while you're drinking your coffee. I'm at work, so I never join those. I'm always at work, so I'm just like, I'll go on like a lunch break. Hey, Stout Sunday started, but I can't watch it because it might get me in trouble at work. So.
Oh, Victoria, you can go away. Bye. Can any of my moderators take Victoria away? I'm not at a position to do that. Yeah, we don't need that here, dummy. Thank you, Bumpy. Yeah, no.
Yeah, just give Victoria the peace sign.
Hey, man. Right on. Peace. No telling where that's been. Yeah, so but John and Neely, yeah, I'll have to try and make that. It's early for me. It's always been kind of hard to try and do that one. So I do have a stout in the fridge. No, this has been great. I'm gonna jump over to Rod J Beer Ventures live, and I know Craft Beer Pours is also going too. So we're all kind of like celebrating this beer thing.
Yeah.
I got an email from Rod.
I was going to go
also
real quick, but then now it sounds like you're shutting it down.
Oh no, we could stay up. You know, I got to pee myself. But we can we'll go ahead and get this quick. I'll jump off here, but I was going to go, if you guys want to go head over to either one. I might go to both and kind of, do both. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get off here. You guys, thank you so much, chat. Victoria, thank you for the 2 fingers. And all right. So take it easy. Thanks, guys. Thanks, panel. I appreciate you guys so much. Much love. Cheers. I'm out.
Later, guys.
Cheers.